Hey kids, Walter, community college here. Coming. Oh, they can hear me in the game. You know what? I don't care because I don't think I can hear them. I'll
Presenting
just turn
the
off voice
Vogues
chat.
versus
You know what?
the
I'm actually not
Shotgun.
going to do that. I'm.
Let's look at
They can
the
just listen to
arena.
me. Anyways, we're gonna talk about why using nicotine and nicotine products
The
is
halos are cricket,
for
the
pussies.
spears are raised,
There are
and these
almost
contestants
any
are
drug
ready
I
to
would
ascend
respect you
or
more
plummet.
for using uh, compared to nicotine. Because nicotine, you don't even feel anything from it, right? You might get a boner, and I guess for the ladies, your clit gets a little hard. But other than that, you don't feel anything. You might feel a little more focus. And I have ADHD. I'm like prone to stimulant use, and I guess I'm a little different because like caffeine, nicotine, it's never been that appealing to me. Just any drug. Like I would respect you more if you were a cocaine addict than if you were a nicotine addict, because at least nicotine makes you feel something. It makes you feel great. That's the whole point. But nicotine, it just doesn't feel like anything. And what little you do feel is gone after using it for like a few days. Not even a few days. Like after puffing a cigarette a few times, you stop feeling the effects of it, and that's kind of a big issue in terms of how I consider respect. Because if you have like a shitty life, I can understand being addicted to hard drugs and cope with it. Like if your dad beat you all the time, that's more understandable. But if you use nicotine, you probably didn't have a shitty life. You probably had a pretty normal life. There's nothing for you to cope with. What are you coping with? Going to school? And a lot of people do use nicotine and hard drugs at the same time. But if you're using them both, why even use nicotine? There's just no point. You already have these drugs that make you feel great, and then you're just adding nicotine onto it. Now, using it every now and then, that isn't really. Like, I wouldn't consider you a pathetic individual. But if you're an addict, which most people who consume nicotine on a frequent basis are, uh, yeah, you do not deserve my respect. How do you get addicted to nicotine? It doesn't feel good. How do you get addicted to something that doesn't feel good? It makes you feel worse. How do you get addicted? It's like being addicted to self-harm. So maybe nicotine addicts are like the drug equivalent of like cutting yourself. That's the only way I could understand it. I'm not doing very well. My KDH is bad. And just like, if you're a minor and you're hard pressed for options for substances and you really want to get messed up, just do DXM. I respect you more if you do DXM. Robo tripping on a daily basis isn't good for you, but if you robo trip every week, that's a lot more respectful of a substance than nicotine. Just drink cough syrup or eat the pills. I don't care. I feel like that's more respectful. You can it feels better than nicotine. I can say that for sure. Uh, Especially if you combine it with cannabis. That's apparently the method. I wouldn't know though. I wouldn't know. I don't take my advice when it comes to substances. Abstinence will always be the safest bet, the least risky bet, and it'll cause the least harm to your life. That's really the only good advice. And then if you do decide to take a drug, you have to do it. You should ideally do a bunch of research about it, whichever drug you want to choose. And but most people do not do that, and they'll never do that because that's not really the type of individual most drug users are. They're not really worried about their safety or the well-being of themselves or others. So that's another big thing with nicotine. Did you know that 10% of all lung cancer patients have it because of secondhand nicotine use? Not them doing it themselves because someone else is doing it around them. 10%. 1 in 10 people have lung cancer got it because someone else gave it to them. That's pretty messed up. Now, I know most people who have used nicotine don't care. They only care about their drug that doesn't make them feel good at all. It just makes them feel bad. And that's what makes it even more evil. Not only are you making yourself feel bad, you're making others feel bad and you're harming their mental health. All for what? Nothing. You don't feel good. Because that's just the opposite of what nicotine does. It doesn't make you feel good. It is one of the most nonsensical drugs that has ever existed. The whole deal with nicotine is it just turns you into an addict. That's it. It just makes you an addict for using it. It doesn't feel good, it just turns you into an addict. It makes you feel horrible without it. So, okay, I thought I was a recording person. This limited time mode is kind of fun, I'm not gonna be honest. It's not, at first, when it came out, it was kind of RNG, now it's gotten a little bit better. When it first came out, every time you played the game, someone, one team in the beginning would get all the points and we lost.
That's it! Wings out, Halo's bright, they've earned the high road.
It's alright, we came pretty close. I kind of sold a little bit. Ah, it's the Gato guy, he sold the most. Oh, that's not good. We'll play this one more time, and then I'll run up some of the cash out. No, quick cash. That's what it's called. I'm actually on the DualSense controller. That's why I can't hear any audio because I don't have headphones. If I plug in headphones, I can't use the microphone for some reason. I guess it won't let me. If I had Bluetooth headphones, I would be able to, but I don't have wired headphones. When the wire pops in, it just mutes the microphone. It doesn't mute it, it causes audio distortion. It just ear rapes whoever is listening. So I might turn on the TV, it might cause a lot of echo, because I'm pretty sure you can hear the audio of the game. I cannot right now. I cannot hear the audio. So we'll see. I want just people to cut it out in post with there's probably like a website that'll allow you to cut out background audio pretty easily. We'll play this one more time and then we'll go into quick cash. If I might split this up into a couple videos. PBH. But yeah, all nicotine does is give you a boner. At least that's what it did for me when I did it. I was like 7 to 12 when I did it. I don't really remember specifically. Around 8 or 9 maybe. So that's when I did it like consistently over a period of, it was a short time period that I did it. The most recently was a few years ago in school, and it was accidental. I didn't know what I was hitting. I was hitting someone's pen and I thought it was not nicotine. So maybe someone will talk in here. I don't know. Hopefully not. I would rather just keep it between you and me, the viewers and me. I mean.
Presenting the Kingfish
so
versus the
if someone wants to join like the conversation, I guess they can. But they're probably just gonna rage out, chimp out at me.
Going over there.
But yeah, there might be some nicotine addicts in here that would get mad at me for criticizing their drugs. But that's just how it is.
I think you're also speaking in regular chat if you're on Discord, because whatever you're saying, you're also speaking in.
Why don't you hit this guy? There we go. I bet that guy likes kids. I bet that guy who's definitely likes kids. Who are you? Blessed Error. That's a really profile. Oh, I can't. You won't be able to see it. Oh yeah, this guy's talking. I can't hear him though. That's good. Okay, so this guy's probably saying some shit. I have no idea what he's saying. So I guess he'll just have to mute me if he doesn't like what I'm saying. Maybe he loves what I'm saying, but you'll probably hear it in the video. I'll hear it in post. I'm gonna hear it out. Probably not. He might say something.
I don't care if you talk. I was just saying that I didn't know if you were trying not to speak in this
but
chat.
Yeah, I think we should ban nicotine. Well, not. It probably wouldn't work, but ideally, in an ideal world, no one would do nicotine. It has no medical benefits. It doesn't even make you feel good. All it does is hurt yourself and hurt the people around you. It's just a tool to harm others and yourself. There's really no point. I would literally any drug meth would be more respectable. At least meth doesn't hurt the people around you all the time. I'm sure there's some functioning meth addicts in the world. If there's any functioning meth addicts watching this video with a job and everything, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your story. Or a functioning heroin addict. I've heard that's actually not a pretty uncommon thing. So that's pretty interesting. Functioning heroin addicts. It's probably very difficult to achieve, but a lot more people than you expect do drugs. Hard drugs. Is that a good thing? No, but there's a lot you'd expect people to be a lot more dysfunctional off hard drugs, but most of them can hold a job.
The kingfish swimming strong.
Donald Trump apparently doesn't even drink, which I guess it's probably the only thing that's keeping him alive at this point. The man eats McDonald's every single day. He's not long for this world. They're talking about him dying. I believe it. I believe he's dying anytime soon. And I do not want him to die because J.D. Vance would be an infinitely worse president than him. J.D. Vance hates people like me. He wants me to die. And he's a Catholic. We do not need another Catholic president after Biden. The Catholics hold too much power in our country. And honestly, people who do consume nicotine are 99% of the time a loser. It doesn't give you aura. A lot of people say nicotine gives you aura. It does not give you aura. That's a complete load of bullshit. It is not an auraful drug. People say cigarettes gives you aura. There is forms of tobacco that will give you aura. It is not cigarettes or vapes. Vapes definitely, they decrease your aura. Every time I see someone with a vape, all I think about is that one video. There's probably several videos of this, of the woman at like a music festival. She dropped her vape in a porta potty and then she took it out and hit it. That's what I imagine vapes is that. Cigarette users, you can't really drop it in a porta potty because then you can't really smoke it anymore. And there's enough cigarettes for you to replace it. But there are some forms of tobacco that kind of give you aura. Cigars can give you aura. Cigars are not as common as anything else because they don't function the same way as vapes and cigarettes do. You have to do mouth hits off cigars, so the drug gets into your system a little differently rather than fully inhaling it. Same thing with smoking out of a pipe. Smoking out of a pipe has so much aura. And I would actually argue it's pretty healthy because it's meditative. When you have to smoke a pipe, you have to do a lot more steps than if you were to smoke a cigarette or just hit a vape. Hitting a vape is beyond convenient, which takes any meditative aspect out of it. And a lot of the few benefits you can get from nicotine are because it's kind of meditative. It can increase your focus. But when you're using it through a disposable vape, it is just too convenient. I lost it. I sold. I'm just too busy talking. But yeah, with pipe tobacco, when you're smoking out of a pipe, you have to go through a bunch of steps. It's a long process. Before you can even light it, it takes 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what exactly you're doing, just to pack the pipe. And then after you're smoking it is like, if you want to smoke pipe tobacco, it's a commitment. You're committing half an hour to an hour just to enjoy it. I saw this video from a guy, and he was talking about how he does it once a week, so he's not really addicted to it. He does it once a week, and he says it's meditative. And I can see why, because you're focusing on this one thing. You're entirely focusing on the pipe tobacco. Maybe you want to read a book with it, but if you focus only on the pipe, I can see it being a positive use of nicotine. But most people don't do that. The vast majority of nicotine users, especially in the Zoomer generation, are hitting disposable vapes. Some Chinese chemicals, like Andrew Tate said, not really good for you. Not going to give you the focus that nicotine can the benefits of focus that nicotine can give you. Sorry. I've been talking for a lot and I haven't been breathing. Alright, so I got the TV up now. You can probably hear it. I'll see if I can edit it out in post, and if I can't edit it out in post, you'll just have to deal with the echo. So, cry about it, I guess. I'll try to minimize it as much as I can, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. This is the only way for me to talk whilst also hearing the game. And hearing this game, the finals, is pretty important. The finals, you need a lot of, you need to pay attention to what's happening around you through audio. Shit, I almost killed myself.
That's right, Scotty.
Oh, they added
This
pumpkins,
is
that's
going to be a
interesting.
nail-biter. That first elimination
I think that,
sends a clear message that
oh,
it's
that guy
game
killed
time.
himself, so. That's another consequence of nicotine. It kind of makes you feel suicidal, at least when you quit or are forced to quit and not have your nicotine anymore. It'll really make you reconsider killing yourself just to end the suffering. But first, what you want to do is get some more nicotine. MDMA is like that, apparently. I haven't had Molly or anything like that. With pills nowadays, it's just too much of a risk. They're just way too much of a risk. 100% of the time, basically, if you're taking a pill or anything like that, like LSD, you're not getting what you're paying for. You're getting some bullshit that's pressed with adulterants. Can't have any benzos anymore. You have to, if you don't have a prescription for benzos, you're screwed. Yo, team, I don't know if you can hear me, but you should low-key come defend this cash out. Honestly, oh my god, thank you. You are such a good team. But yeah, can't have any benzos anymore. You can't have any opiates. You can't have anything because you are not getting what you pay for. And if you have any concern for your life and well-being, you should not take any pills at all, unless you know they're 100. You lab tested them. This is pretty standard advice, but unfortunately, many people just don't follow it, and that's just kind of par for the course with the people that consume substances. If you are interested in that in the first place, there's a decent chance you don't really care for your well-being. I'm not talking about like people who smoke weed or anything. Most of the people who smoke weed are typical stoners. They just want to feel good, feel relaxed. You're typically losers like nicotine addicts. Stoners are most of the time users. There are functional stoners, a lot of them are functional, but they're also kind of losers. Even the functional ones can be losers, a lot of them. I've noticed that. There's a lot of people who act like weed has no downsides to it. There are downsides to weed. You can be addicted to weed. It is. I've seen people act like it's just a plant with no harm to it, and that's just what I don't get. Shit. Alright, so I'm gonna have to revive my teammates. Shit. I did not see that coming. I'm just being gang raped wherever I go. That's not good. Shit happens. But yeah, even functional stoners, they'll act like weed's a miracle drug with no downsides to it. You can't get addicted to it, bro. It's not addictive, it's just a plant. Most drugs are plants, so that's not really a good defense. Poison ivy is a plant. If you eat poison ivy, it's not going to be good for you. I need to sip of Dr. Pebbles. Today, I went to the store to get a diet Dr. Pepper, and by the time I was walking home, I was already finishing up the Dr. Pepper. I opened the diet Dr. Pepper. So by the time I was home, it was empty, and I still wanted Dr. Pepper to enjoy while watching YouTube and playing this game. So I ended up just using the rest of the money I had to go to the vending machine and get a normal Dr. Pepper that wasn't diet. So there was just no point in me doing all that. I
Thanks to a
walked.
sky laser.
I basically
They're
walked
making their
maybe
move. Cash out launched by the socialites.
nearly 2 miles. Not really a big deal, but 2 miles for a single Dr. Pepper, basically, that's not really. Yep, I saw that guy. There was nothing I could have done.
Our orbital lasers event is still
Yeah, I'll
active,
keep this
so our
slowed out.
contestants need to keep
I might
moving
switch to heavy.
avoid going out like a light.
If any of you are watching this and haven't played the finals, you should play the finals. It is such a good game. I've been addicted to it. In an era, I actually think gaming is about to enter a renaissance. There's like snot in the back of my sinuses. They're like clogged up. It's my allergies. So it's kind of hard for me to speak, at least on an extended period of time. But yeah, I think gaming is about to enter a renaissance. You got Battlefield 6 coming out. Battlefield 6 looks like it's going to be a peak game. If they update it consistently with good updates, I would be excited for that. I do plan on buying it, maybe as a... There's Arc Raiders is coming out. Arc Raiders looks good. Helldivers is a good game. And you really, like with multiplayer games, you really don't need that many games. You need like a rotation of maybe 4 games to play with your friends, and that's really it. GTA 6 is also about to come out, but let's be honest here, it's going to come out in 2027. My prediction is Christmas, like how late 2026, kind of Christmas time, or sometime in early 2027 maybe. This guy's an idiot. Oh, please fight him, 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 please fight him. Yes! They didn't even need to fight him. Oh, that's so good.
Will earn some respect here. They've completed a cash out.
The socialites just
With what's coming out,
from each other.
within the next 2 years, gaming will enter a renaissance, at least in my opinion. A lot of these games are kind of niche, like, the average person has no idea what the finals or Helldivers or Arc Raiders is. But I haven't actually played Helldivers, but from what I've seen, it looks good. Call of Duty. The new Call of Duty looks like fun. Anyone who buys it, I think they should. Honestly, they should take financial management classes. That's $70, $70 to $120 for essentially a clone of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Is that really worth it? All these allergies, it pisses me off. My voice probably sounds pretty bad. Alright. Okay, I accidentally shot at my... Alright, we're doing good, we're doing good. All we need is to get another cash out and we should be fine. But, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I should be entering the workforce soon. That's probably what I'm going to do. So I won't really have time by the time GTA 6 comes out to really be gaming like that. I mean, it shouldn't be really different. Like, different... The time management should not be different than, like, school. Managing school and playing games. But, yeah. Also, well... adults should, well, people in general, not just adults, should aim for having more productive hobbies. Please shoot. Well, we all have to catch out. They'll fight over it. I don't think they're going to steal it. Well, the rest of Pink's just nowhere to be found. We have time to steal it, though, so that shouldn't be a big deal. But, I just burped. There's this girl in one of my classes. I think like every single day she burps, and it's her specifically, she burps a lot. I don't really have an issue with it. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna be like, it's not like a fart where a fart is like, it makes you uncomfortable. Burps usually don't have a smell. I just left that guy down there, that's fine. But yeah, I don't really mind someone burping. And you know what? A fart, I wouldn't really be mad about either, unless it's like a really long and uncomfortable fart. That might be, I just might not like that anymore. And if it smells, yeah, that's just making other people's lives difficult. And you know, sometimes you just have to do that. You just have to make other people's lives difficult. If you're farting all the time though on a consistent basis and just smelling up an area, that's kind of gross. I guess if you gotta do what you gotta do, but okay, what about not to make it big stop us? And that didn't work. Alright, what on? I don't know why that guy revived me. I guess he wanted to get a revival. Got a pretty good KD, got some assists. Yeah, that's a pretty good win right there. I've been recording for 25 minutes. I might just split this up into 2 videos.